Hi guys, welcome back to The Vanity. It's Jennifer. So today what we're going to do is an empties video. I thought I'd get on this before it gets too lengthy. I know I say that every time though, so hopefully, fingers crossed, this time it won't be too long. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So first up, what I'll get out of the way is just my makeup products. I only have a few and some of them are in my project pan or makeup use up or whatever you want to call it for this year. So I separate them out into this little box. But first up is the BareMinerals Mineral Veil. I know that they have different formulas. This is just their regular one and I really enjoy this powder. I believe I do have other powders in like sets that I have not opened that were, I don't know if they were gratis or if I purchased them, but anyway, this was part of my project pan. I did finish that, so you likely will see it again if you do watch my videos regularly, but I just used it without using any of the other BareMinerals products. I just lightly set my face. I really enjoyed it. I don't think this has a specific color. It's just supposed to be translucent. It did have an SPF 25, which I think is great. I, for whatever reason, do not put on a sunblock daily. My makeup does usually have SPF in it. And honestly, if you layer sunblock, you're not like doubling up your protection. You just get whatever the highest SPF is that you applied. So that usually works for me. I can be out in the sun and I'm not going to get burnt or whatever. But I did use up all of this and I do enjoy it. Next product is also part of my project pan, which is the CYO Lifeproof foundation. I love this foundation. It just gives a nice velvet finish. It's a good medium coverage, which is what I prefer. I tend to find out that I don't like full coverage stuff too much, and I don't want something so light it doesn't look like you're applying anything. So I do like this, and if I want something a little bit lighter, I can sheer it out with stuff. The color that I got mine in, I think it wore off, but I think it's 103. So this, if you're lucky enough, you can find it in store at your Walgreens. I cannot. I would have to purchase it from Walgreens online, which is what I did for this, but I really enjoy this. So if you are going to be placed an order on Walgreens, I would recommend picking this up. I also used up the Monsieur Big Mascara by LANCôME. I did really enjoy this. However, I would not pay full price for this. I just think, you know, $25, $30 for a mascara is just, it's just too much. There's so many drugstore options that are great and they do the trick and they work sometimes even better. And this I think I picked up on a 21 Days of Beauty from Ulta. It was like 12 bucks. I would ever buy again if it was on sale. I did enjoy it that much. And then I have a Nars little mini lipstick. The color is in Dulce Vita. And you can see it's all the way down. I really enjoyed this. It was like a kind of a sheer, more your lips but better color, and I thought it looked really pretty on the lips. It was easy to just toss on without having to look in the mirror. It wasn't long lasting or anything like that, but I'm not into long lasting liquid lipsticks, so this was just fine for me. I don't know that I would go out and purchase a full size of the color, just because I have so many lipsticks, but it was good. So if you're looking for a nice your lips but better color, this one, and you're like huge fan of Nars, I would pick this one up. Then this is sort of makeup related but not makeup. I used a Beauty Blender solid cleanser. I think I also picked this up on a 21 Days of Beauty with Ulta. I don't know that I would re-buy it. There's like a tiny little ring of soap left. Honestly, I feel like the Sephora Solid Cleanser is just better. I feel like that one works better on my brushes. This may work better for your sponges. That I mean, I cleaned my sponges. I felt like they got clean, but as far as cleaning my brushes as well, I feel like the Sephora Solid does way better than this one. So I think I have another one of these, maybe. But I won't go out of my way to buy this one. Okay, so next up, I'm going to just cover my hair care products. That seems to be the smallest category next, and then we'll move on to the skincare stuff. So first off, I just have this by Design Me Puff Me. It's their Puff Up Your Hair Volume. Puff Up Your Hair's Volume. It's like you just press it down like it says. There's maybe like a tiny bit left in the little applicator, but I did what was left dump into my new one, so I have repurchased it. It's like a volumizing powder, so you can get ones where you like sprinkle it, you can get ones where you have an aerosol. And this doesn't have an aerosol and it just sprays the powder out, puffs it onto your hair. And I like it for just to give a little bit of volume in here. My hair is fine, but I kind of have a lot of it. It can get very limp. So this gives that sort of slippery, fine hair a little bit of texture. It is a little bit sticky, so if you don't like that feeling and you like to be able to run your fingers through your hair, you're not going to like this. But if you're someone like me who you wear it a little wavy and you're not going to be like dragging your fingers through your hair, then it works out really, really well. It helps keep it kind of off your scalp with a little bit of volume, but not like over the top where you feel like you've teased or backcombed your hair. So I do really like this and I did repurchase it. So next up is the Biolage. It's their Air Dry Glotion. So it just says multi-benefit styling spray. This I used just as when I got out of the shower and I was like doing my hair. I felt like it was more of kind of like a leave-in conditioner. I do like to let my hair mostly air dry. If I have time, I will use a diffuser just to amp up that volume. If I completely let it air dry, it is a little bit flatter, especially around my scalp, but I do like the way that the wave looks. It's less frizzy. It's a little bit more defined. So I like it in that sense, but it's a very, very light hold. So if you do have a lot of frizz to combat, I don't think that this would be the product for you, but I enjoyed it. I haven't rebought it. I tried, the next step I tried was a Verb product, and so when I finish that one, I'll let you know my thoughts, but I did enjoyed it while I used it. Then I have two conditioners that I was using. This one, oh no, this one's a shampoo. This is the Brass Off shampoo. It's a toning shampoo. I enjoyed this one to help, just as it says, take that brassiness out of my hair. I am growing my hair out from hair dye and I'm just letting my natural grays come through, and sometimes those can yellow. They yellow from the products that you use in your hair and stuff like that, and I don't want to have to put hair dye on it to tone them, to make them look more white. So this does that. It's a very intense blue colored shampoo, but it's not going to leave your hair actually blue unless you're like all white maybe and you left it on for a long time, but it is a good toning shampoo. So if you liked that or need that type of thing. Then the next one is a conditioner. It's by Gem Lights. It's their color conditioner with Bond Fix in Silvery Diamond. I actually really did enjoy this one. It was different because most toning shampoos are either purple or blue to combat yellow, and this one was actually silver. So I didn't have to worry about it being too intense on my white hairs, and then it still did a little bit on the stuff that's still at the ends that might be blonde. And so I liked it. I haven't repurchased this specific one, but I think what I have in my shower now is also a Gem Lights product, and when I do my update for my growing out my hair, I will show you guys what I'm currently using to tone my hair. So the next item I picked up when I first decided to grow out my hair from hair dye, I did bleach a couple of pieces. I will leave my first video talking about what I did to help blend in my gray. But the pieces that I bleached, I did it so many times that I did want something to help prevent breakage. So this is by Goldwell. It's their Rich Repair. It says Restoring Serum Spray. And I used it all up. I mean, I had to continue to use it. I felt like it, I don't know if it really did anything because after a while I ended up cutting my hair anyway just because I was sick of the long hair. But I continued to use it. It was just easy to mist it in and something to be like a little bit of a damage protection. Mainly it was for like the section that's underneath here. As you can see, it's like really white right there. Well, I had bleached out the bottom like 3 times to get it that light. So I wanted something for that, and that's mainly what I bought this for. If you have colored your hair and bleached it, I would highly recommend it. I know Goldwell is a hair color line, so they do make great products to help repair the damage that you're doing to your hair, so I would recommend that. Next up, I have my favorite products from Bumble and Bumble. You guys have probably seen these a few times. I've got their Don't Blow It Styling Cream. So it's just an air dry cream. I find that it's just like the right consistency for my hair. It is a cream product, which sometimes cream products can just be too heavy. I don't have super curly hair, so I don't need that weight to like really moisturize my curls or really define them. I just want something to help them scrunch up and like be a little bit defined, but not weigh them down because my hair is fine. And this is it. This is perfect. I picked up a few other products that I am trying out. They so far are not comparing to this. I have rebought this. I think this is like the third time that I've repurchased the full one, and I think 2 times I've repurchased the smaller travel size one. Next up is their Surf Spray. And even though the packaging looks different, it is the same thing. This is just their original scent, if you will, and then they kind of came out with some collaborative ones. It looks like they collabed with Solid and Striped. This is their Malibu Beach Spray scent, and it's not my favorite, but I picked it up at the cosmetic company for, you know, a discount, so it was cheaper than buying this one full price. So that's why I did that. I do currently have one of these in the works, and I know that I'll rebuy it. And this is something that I spray in my hair. After I put all the rest of my products in, I spray this in, I scrunch it up. I usually do some kind of a clip like with this stuff so that it doesn't just lay flat to my head as it's air drying. And then if I have time, I will go back down to the bathroom and I will lightly blow dry my hair, like the scalp area, and then I will spray in more of this salt spray and use the diffuser on the rest of it. And I absolutely love it. It doesn't give a really crunchy texture to your hair, which a few of the other salt sprays that I've tried do make it too crunchy, and like I can't even, you know, like run my fingers in it a little bit. So if I do decide to do something else with it, or I didn't want to wash it the next day, this still is like reworkable the next day, where some of the other salt sprays that I've tried, just you can't rework them the next day. This I can rework and add more the next day if need be. So I absolutely love those and I highly recommend them. Okay, so the next up is all skincare stuff. And the first item I'm just going to grab because it's very big. This was sent to me by Influencer and it took me forever to use this. Don't get me wrong, I think it was a good everyday cleanser. It was very gentle. Let me tell you what it is. It's the Garnier Skin Actives, the Gentle Sulfate-Free Cleanser. It was just a nice, kind of like milky jelly type of cleanser, and I found that I could like mix it in with my BareMinerals. It's like a powder that you sprinkle to make your cleanser like an exfoliating cleanser. I liked mixing it with that. I could use this with all of my cleansing devices, whether it be the brush or like one of those sonic rubbery silicone-y ones, or just with my BareMinerals manual brush. I did like it. I'm not in the market to repurchase it because I do have so many cleansers, but I would recommend it if you guys are looking for one that you can pick up at the drugstore. I don't know that I would recommend getting the bottle this size, and I don't know if they have other sizes, but if they had something like half this size, I'd be down to buying it as like a morning cleanser because it is so gentle. I'm going to get some of these little sample-y guys out of the way. I think this year for the birthday, was it the birthday? Yeah, I picked up this Drunk Elephant set from Sephora. Looks like it says their Bestie No. 9 Jelly Cleanser is what this is. This was okay. It was just a clear gel cleanser. I didn't notice that it did anything spectacular for my skin, and actually in some cases it was like a little bit harsh, like around my nose. If I was just sensitive there, this would kind of burn a little bit. It didn't have me like wanting to go out and buy it in the full size, but I did use it all up. Next up is their Protini Peptide Cream. As far as consistency wise, this was just a nice everyday cream. I don't know why I'm smelling it. It doesn't really have a smell, but again, for the price of Drunk Elephant stuff, this didn't do anything spectacular for my skin. Don't get me wrong, it was just a very beautifully made, beautiful formula for skincare, and I certainly appreciate that because skincare is sometimes more about the experience that it's giving the user than necessarily how instantaneously you can see the results, right? Because skincare is a long-term, it's a long-term game plan, right? So you're not gonna always see immediate results, but if you're interested, I did like this more than the cleanser. So like on a good sale, I would probably buy it. The next up is just this Clinique Prep Start Eye Cream. Nothing real memorable about this. It was nice having this little size. I could toss it in for my travel stuff, and for eye cream, this honestly lasted quite a bit. Looking at it, it seems like there might be a little bit kind of right at the bottom, but it just is looking kind of like chunky. So, not using it anymore. Then next up is the Sunday Riley Ceramic Slip Clay Cleanser. I did really enjoy this, and I had two like this. I used up the other one. I really liked it. It had like a nice earthy smell, kind of reminded me of like Aveda products, going to the spa. So I felt like I was doing something great for my skin. It had a really interesting sort of texture. It was a little bit of like a runny, and not like, it definitely wasn't like a jelly cleanser. It didn't like hold its form, so it was a little bit runnier, but I could feel the clay in there, and it almost felt like it had like a really soft polishing effect on your skin, which I quite liked. So I would consider purchasing a full size of this. I actually really did enjoy that. Next up is the Pixi Skin Treats 24K Eye Elixir. Now this is supposed to help depuff and brighten under eye circles, which I don't really suffer from puffy eyes or under eye circles at all. When I first reviewed this product in my Pixi skincare video, I said that this wasn't really my favorite, and I honestly have to say it's not still my favorite, but I did use up the whole thing, and I started to like it more. Let's say that. But I still think, as far as an eye cream, for me, this wouldn't be it. It calls itself a serum, too. So, I mean, I guess you could layer a regular eye cream over it, but I don't want to add any more steps than I already have to my skincare routine, so I wouldn't rebuy it. But if you do suffer, you know, maybe give that a try. It has a little metal roller, so sometimes it was really cooling, and that was kind of nice. Then next up I have two products from Ernal Laszlo, New York. This one I picked up at TJ Maxx, and then this one I got sent by Influencer. First off, this is their Hydrotherapy Cleansing Oil. This I did quite enjoy. It was a lightweight cleansing oil. This didn't leave a greasy film on the skin. It would emulsify a little bit, like turn that milkiness, that milky kind of color when you're getting your skin off, when you're getting your makeup off. But I did enjoy it. I won't go out of my way to rebuy it. I think this is kind of a pricier brand if you don't find it on a deal. But I liked it, and I know that they have like a sensitive skin one that I've seen at TJ Maxx. So if you're looking for a cleansing oil and you shop there, you know, check that out. This one was their, some kind of a night cream. I can't pronounce it, but maybe I'll put it on the screen for you guys. And the packaging on this drives me nuts. I feel like it's such a waste. So it's like a big square, but inside it is just a circle. So everything you see here is just solid plastic. Like, it's so wasteful. It's so heavy. But the cream was a pretty heavy cream, not greasy, but it was a thicker formula. And I just used this obviously at night because it was a night cream. I wouldn't go out of my way to rebuy it, but again, the experience of using this cream was really nice. It was really nice. All right, so next up what I'm going to talk about is a toner. This one's by Secret Key. This one I know you can buy on Amazon and some other Korean skincare websites, and I really, really enjoyed it. It just was a nicely formulated toner. I would just, honestly, I wouldn't even put it on a cotton pad. It just has that little circle in here, and I would just, you know, dump it into my hands, rub my hands together, and put it all over my face. It never irritated my skin. It never felt like it was burning. It never felt like it was doing anything other than balancing my skin, which I really enjoyed. So I would definitely recommend this one. I would absolutely repurchase this one, but currently I'm just working through some of the other toners that I have, which I think currently I only have 2 left in my collection, and one is more than half gone, so. Next up, a cleansing balm. If you guys love the Clinique Take the Day Off Balm and you're looking for something else, this is about half the price. You can get it on Amazon as well. This is the All Clean Balm by Heimish. But Yeah, it's just really good. I don't know why I'm showing you that. That's empty. But anyway, it had like a little cover. It has a screw off top and a flip up top. And then it had a little insert that sat in here that had a scoop, so you didn't have to dig your finger in there to get the product out, which was nice. So I did use that, but I tossed it in the recycle bin when this was gone. I have a makeup cleanser that I'm using right now, but I would absolutely rebuy this and have recommended it to people. The only reason why I would buy the Clinique Take the Day Off Balm over this one is if it was on sale and it was roughly the same price, because that one is a little bit more moisturizing. This one I found if I used it really too much or too heavily around my eyes, sometimes I got some irritation getting it into my eyes. Not like burning or anything, but maybe I'd get like a little sty on my eye or something like that. So I did use it all up and I highly recommend it. Next is a product I do not recommend. I don't know where this product went wrong. I found it at TJ Maxx, so maybe that's why it was there, because it's garbage. This is by First Aid Beauty, which I thought, hey, yeah, First Aid Beauty on sale. All right, I see you. Coconut Micellar Makeup Melter. But it doesn't. It doesn't. When it gets into your eye makeup area, it just almost sets that stuff on your skin. So I'll get in there and I'll start rubbing my mascara and stuff off, and then like it'll get underneath my under eye and not want to come off. It won't wipe away. It doesn't want to go anywhere. So I don't know what the deal is with this product, but it did not work. It did not work. It didn't melt anything off my face. It's like stuck it to it. So I would recommend you not purchase this, full price or otherwise. Just avoid it. Avoid it. It's no good. Okay, so this time I only have one sheet mask, and the reason being is because there's a couple other masks that I wanted to use up, so I haven't been using sheet masks like I usually do. But this one is from Leaders, and I absolutely love this. This is one of their biocellulose masks, so it's like that sort of like harder jelly type of a mask, of a sheet mask. It's not like on the paper. I really enjoy it. It's their Mediterranean Olive Brightening Mask, and yeah, so it just really clings to your skin. This one's supposed to brighten dull, tired skin, improve uneven skin tone, and minimize visible dark spots, which I absolutely need that. So yeah, I highly recommend these. If you can find them at TJ Maxx, great. Sometimes Ulta has like a buy one, get one half off, or a buy one, get one. So keep out, also HauteLook, I think when I'm filming this, they currently have some Leaders products on their website. So you can kind of find them all over. Just keep your eyes peeled. I highly recommend any of their sheet masks. I love them. So then the other masks that I've been using up was this Ole Henriksen Blue Black Berry Enzyme Mask. It's supposed to be a reparative gel mask, hydrates with aloe and lavender. It was just a clear, like jelly type of mask. Again, I don't know why I'm showing you because you can't see. And I got this one at TJ Maxx. I don't have the sticker, so I don't know how much I paid for it. I did enjoy using it, however, usually when I initially put it on my face, it burned slightly, especially like around my nose area, which is where I can be a little bit more sensitive. So just keep that in mind. If your skin is all over sensitive, it could be very uncomfortable. Once it was on for a minute or two, it's not like it did that throughout the whole mask. It could be that it has like enzymes in it or something. I don't know. But I didn't notice that my skin was agitated, like really red or anything like that after I used it. Would I pick this up again? Probably not. But it was my first Ole Henriksen mask that I purchased on my own, or didn't get in a sample. Yeah, something like that. But I did enjoy it. I will likely try Ole Henriksen masks again. And next one, no surprise, I also picked this up at TJ Maxx. I don't know where you can get this otherwise. It's by a brand called Natural Sense Australia. It's a cream clay mask with coconut oil, so it just says facial mud mask. And it has bentonite clay in there and coconut oil for hydration. This was a nice alternative to a clay mask that dries and gets like really hard and crusty on your skin. So I don't know how much oil pulling you're going to see from something like this. I used it more of like a skin soothing, hydrating, clarifying mask. So I didn't rely on it too much for drawing out those oils or impurities, but when I kind of just wanted to do a mask and I just wanted it to be kind of soothing, I would use this one, and I liked that it was in this little pouch, and I honestly could just like squeeze it and then rub it in. I didn't have to dig into some kind of a big tub, so I really enjoyed that. And I got it for $5. I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad deal. I'd probably pick that up again. It had a really creamy texture to it. Alright guys, so we just have a few items left. The next up is the Skin Iceland Pure Cloud Cream. This I really enjoyed. It's just a kind of almost like a bouncy cream, and it's just a lightweight moisturizer. It has kind of a nice light scent to it. I don't even know if it has any fragrance in it or if that's just the scent of the ingredients, but it just says it has with Arctic berries and peptides. I would pick it up on a sale again. I think I remember getting a sample size in like a subscription box, and I really liked it. So when I saw this come up for the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, I decided to pick it up. And to be honest, I kind of felt like my memory of it was better than the product. My memory of that sample was better than the product. It just kind of had this, like I said, strange bouncy texture, so you almost just dug your nail into it and you got like a little creamy piece of almost like, not quite as jiggly as Jell-O, but it was like in that bouncy consistency, you know, so if you like tapped the top, you didn't really get anything on your fingers like you would with a cream. You would have to kind of dig out a little piece. So I don't know, and it wasn't really like super moisturizing, so I had it kind of through the winter. I was using it more as a day cream, and then I was using something else as the night cream, so it worked and I used it all. I don't know that I'm like dying to buy it again. So that's my thoughts on that. Next up I have the BareMinerals Eternal Elixir. This is their Skin Volumizing Oil Serum formulated with calcium and plantain leaf extract plus baobab seed oil. I don't know. But it had sort of that two-phase type of liquid in there where you did have to shake it up with the little dropper system. This I really enjoyed. It had like a nice light, almost citrusy scent to it, and it just was a really easy product to put on in between my toner and moisturizer. It wasn't like overly greasy like an oil, so it didn't affect like the longevity of my makeup or anything like that, and I just really enjoyed putting it on. I would absolutely rebuy this. I've tried a few of, I think one other of their sort of products in this type of container. It was a little bit creamier. I believe it was their moisturizing one. I actually kind of prefer this one over the moisturizing one, but yeah, it did just like a nice plumping of the skin, and it just made it feel nice. It was a really great experience, so I would recommend that for sure. So then I just have some bar soaps and a deodorant. I had switched to the La Vanilla deodorants. Usually I can find them at like TJ Maxx, and I just pick up a few. This particular one was in Vanilla Blackberry. This is the first natural deodorant that actually works as a deodorant. Usually I still stink. Now from time to time, this product, whether it be this scent or not, from time to time it does fail me. There are days where this is just not working. So I'm not sure why. Some days it works, most of the time it works, and then some days it doesn't. I don't know, maybe I'm having a particularly stressful day that day. Now, one thing to keep in mind, this is just a deodorant. There's no antiperspirant in here, so it's not going to help you with your sweating problem. So if you are somebody who sweats under pressure like I do, or you sweat because you've had too much caffeine, this is not going to fix it. This is just a deodorant. I seem to be okay though. Like, I don't know, I still feel like I sweat a little bit less, even though this isn't supposed to help with that. So I like it. This is the second one. Is it the second one? Maybe it's the first one I've gone through. No, I feel like it's the second one. I don't know. Anywho, I have repurchased this. I'm currently using one, and I do have a backup. I like to have a backup of this because now that it's summer, I'm going to put one in the camper, and then I won't have to worry about, you know, my deodorant changing. So I like this. And then as you know, if you've watched any of my other Empties videos, I have stopped using like body gels right now, shower gels, things like that in the shower. I've just switched back to bar soap, which I've really been enjoying. Me and my daughter kind of make a thing out of it, and we pick out new scents at TJ Maxx because that's where we shop at, yo. But these two are by the Asquith and Somerset. You know, seeing that I bought so many of these, maybe I should make sure that's how you say it. So if you know how to pronounce that, if I am not pronouncing it right, please just let me know. Say, hey, here's the link. This is how you say it. Help a girl out. But my daughter picked out this watermelon scent one. There's really no scent left on the packaging, but it did have like a light watermelon scent. It wasn't like overpowering watermelon, but I liked it. And this one I actually really liked. This one, same brand, but this one was their cranberry scent. And it wasn't, again, overly cranberry. Like, it's not something that lingers on your skin after you get out of the shower. Like, you can smell it a little bit, but it's not like using a Bath & Body Works shower gel. So if you go over with a scented lotion, it's not going to be weird. If you decide to use perfume, it's not going to be weird. But I recommend these soaps, and I think they're just like, yeah, $3.99. They usually come in like these cute little wrappers, which is nice. They, I think, are recyclable because there's no like lining in them, which is nice. So I'll just recycle these, but that's it, guys. Thanks so much for taking time out of your day to watch one of my videos. I really appreciate it. I know everybody's time is precious, and I'm so thankful that you spent some of yours with me. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please just give it a thumbs up. That helps me out so much. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.